Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. And what is this? What is this? What is this? This is what they call a buff. If you've never heard of them, it's BUFF, and I believe the website is BUFFUSA.com. I'll put the link in the description. Just to start, this is not a sponsor. They're not supporting me in any way. I actually really love this product, and I found out about them about 5 or 6 years ago through a buddy of mine. I bought one, and I know you've seen me wear it in videos, and I absolutely love it. And yes, this looks exactly like the one I used to have, but I lost mine, I believe, in Animal Kingdom. And when we were in Tennessee, my buddy bought me a new one as a gift with the stipulation that I create a video on what a buff is and how they work. Not even really how they work, but what they are and what you can do with them. So a buff is just a piece of cloth. It's like a microfiber cloth almost, and it's got like a plain side, and then it's also got like a pattern on the inside. So this is what they call micro camo or digital camo. I can't remember what it's called. But they have some other cool ones. Next time we're up there, or next time I think about it, I'm going to order some others. Now, keep in mind, they make an extra large version, and this isn't it. And I didn't even know they made an extra large version. So that one I'm going to order, I think, hopefully soon, because I think those would fit me better. Because I have a fat head. So, but anyway, like a microfiber, it's super, super, super absorbent, and it dries wicked quick. So if I get this thing fully soaked, I can have it dry, just hang drying within 10 to 15 minutes. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll put it on my arm, like if we go to the beach and stuff, and I'll hang my arm out the window like that. And within 5 minutes going down the road, it's dry again. So what most people use them for is when they do sports activities. I use mine when I go hiking or walking or jogging or whatever. When I work out, I use it. When I'm working out in the yard, mowing grass or anything like that, I use one of these. And they work so good, particularly with somebody with glasses. If sweat gets on my glasses, I get really absolutely annoyed. And it's just because I don't like my glasses to be dirty because I need to see. So what this does is it absorbs the sweat off your head, and it stays really absorbent. And last time I used this doing something super, super long out in the sun was when we trimmed back our driveway, because about 100 yards of our driveway is surrounded by thick woods and forest. And so what I did was I trimmed back the edges of the woods and the tree limbs and stuff so it wasn't scratching cars and stuff like that. And I used this for about 3 or 4 hours before I finally had to wring it out because it absorbs so much sweat. And I know that sounds gross, but if you work outside or anything, I really recommend one of these. But enough babbling, let's show you what they do. So you've got this buff here, and it's got a few different ways that you can wear it. Please excuse the hair. It's going to get rough the entire episode as I pull this buff on and off, and my beard too. This one is the neckerchief, and if you watch the video that Buff does, to me it looks like Fred or Daphne from Scooby-Doo, because it looks kind of like an ascot. But for me, my neck is so big, and then on top of that I have a beard, so this is what it looks like. That's it. It looks like I'm being choked to death because it's on there so tight. So it's not a big deal. Like it's not actually, it doesn't feel as tight, but it is snug. But like I said, this reminds me of Scooby-Doo. So I want to show you a Scooby-Doo buff in action.
No, Shaggy, you and Velma go to the dark place while me and What's-His-Face go to the light place where it's safer. The pretty people can die.
Alright, so the next thing on the list is the face mask. And you can go straight from the neckerchief to the face mask. You know, you can pull it up over your ears and protect your ears. I mean, I look like what's his name from Silence of the Lambs? Hannibal Lecter. So, it's just a face mask. It just covers your face. It keeps like dirt and stuff from getting in your face. Except that it goes in your mouth like this. And then you look like Hannibal Lecter with a puppet version. face masks, like if you have allergies and stuff and you don't want to get grass and stuff in your mouth, this works great. Again, I've got a fat head and I should have bought the bigger one and then probably be more comfortable. So, I'll let you know when I buy a bigger one. The face mask. Now, there's a few different versions of the face mask that I like to personally use, and one of them is to go straight from the neckerchief to the face mask and protect yourself from the common cold and flu virus like this. You disgusting child. The other use of the face mask, you gotta go full face mask for this one, and Aliana is going... And Allie's gonna demonstrate that for us right now.
Get your hands up! This is a bank robbery!
Alright, so the next one is the headband, and basically that's what it is. It goes on your head like that, you know, kind of loops around, really absorbs the sweat, but this is what it makes me think of when I wear it like this. Murdoch, I'm coming for you. The other option for ladies is a hairband, and I don't have long enough hair, so not gonna really work for you, but basically you just take it like this and just kind of pull it back, and then your hair comes out the back side of it. So that's another option, you know, the hairband version. On a guy though with no hair, it's what they call the do-rag, and I mean that's quick little pullback on it, and it just basically leaves all this. Now the do-rag is a good version for guys if you sweat a lot, because then you can sweat here and it'll absorb and it actually draws all the sweat all the way back, but sometimes this other side stays pretty dry and you can just flop it around and then you can get double use out of it because the other side will still be dry. But that's an option. The next option is to start from the neckerchief semi-face mask. You don't actually have to start there. This one's called the balaclava, and I don't really know too many things you would use this for, but this is what it is. So, you go ahead and pull the back up over your head. It makes me look like I have a tiny head now, and it's really folded on my ears, so let's tuck the ears back a little. Anyway, so you go from here, and you're gonna pull it up like a face mask, and then kind of roll it back in here and tuck it, and then roll it a few times. And what that does is it protects your forehead and your hair so you don't get sunburned. What this specifically is used for is if you're like in a desert environment, you can wear it like this and it'll keep your head from getting sunburned, but it protects your face from the sand and everything. I don't mind this one in the event that I actually need it. This is better than the face mask version because the way it's set up and pulled back, it doesn't pull this directly onto your mouth, so it doesn't feel like you're eating the buff the entire time. So there's that. Again, this is called the balaclava. Come on, you zombies! Come on! Ha! 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 Give you the do-rag. Woo! That makes your beard get all weird. And your hair. Alright, the next one is called the cap. So basically you take the buff like so. And you like twist it, like pinch it at the top, and you're gonna kind of like twist it almost like you're trying to get a knot out of it, and then hold it with one hand, hold the knot, hold it so it's turned, it's not a knot, but hold it so it's turned, and then you're gonna loop the top over top of the knot like that, and then kind of slowly let go of your knot and pull it on the way around, and then basically you got like this. It's basically a beanie. I don't know why they call it a cap. It's a beanie, Buff. Just call it a beanie. Stop trying to be cool. Again, fat head. Actually, let me loosen that top knot there, Bubba. So maybe not so much. Give it like 1 or 2 twists. I think I gave it like 9. And that was probably too much. We're going to try it again. We're going to try it again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. So, yeah, so like that. So see how it twisted? And then folded up. Oh my God, that was so... Don't ask me why that was easier that time. Anyways. Back on the head. Alright. And that's called the cap. So it's got like, you're protected up here so it can't burn you with the sun. But it protects, and then I prefer to keep it over my ears because I don't like my ears to be sunburned. I don't know about you, but I don't like it. But anyways, this is the cap, or AKA the beanie. Let me show you what it looks like out and out in the normal environment. What? This old thing? I've been wearing it since before beanies were cool. My center wear and tear for the Buff is what they call the Saharian, I believe. Basically what you do is, depending on what side you want. So if you want the print to show, you need to turn it inside out. If you don't want the print to show, leave it regular. But all you do for that is you take your hand, put it in your Buff like this, fold the Buff so the palm of your hand is here, lay your palm on your forehead, flip this piece back here, pull back. Again, I like to tuck mine over top of my ears. This is basically the cap, but it has a little tail in the back, as you can see. I just prefer this version. I get, again, big head, and I get a little bit more wear out of it as far as like, well, not wear, a little more coverage. So, but this is my standard wear on this one, and I usually tuck it under my hat. As far as the tail thing, if you don't like the tail thing, roll it under the back lip here. And wham, bam, uncles, you're Sam. So, that's that one. So the last one I'm going to show you is called the Pirate. And it's a pretty interesting one. It's pretty cool. You can use this one. Depending on what, again, you can't really be a pirate in micro camo. But I make it work, okay? I make it work. Anyway, so all you do for this one, for the Pirate version, is you're going to put your arms in both ways. Go to opposite ends, grab this corner, come all the way through, grab the top corner. You're going to gently pull it through, kind of make sure you get tug on more than one side. So it's going to look like this. It's going to have a knot in the center almost, and then what you're going to do is open up the side you're going to wear, kind of push your knot back a little bit. So you got this little knot tail, and then it goes on over your head. Like so. Go back here and find your tail. Give it a little pull. Like that. So it's a little tighter on you. And then basically it just looks like a pirate's cap hanging in the back there. So you got your pirate's tail. Again, if I didn't have such a big head, I'm sure I'd get a little more pirate tail out of the pirate cap. Anyways, that's the pirate. Got my pirate tail. If you want to know what you use the pirate version for, well, this is the best one. Because if you need to be a pirate, it really works. Let me show you what happens sometimes when I put on the pirate cap. Avast, you scurvy scallywags! Why is the rum gone? Attack! Attack! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that video on what a buff is and how it works and the many, many styles. Sorry, my beard was touching me in weird places and I had to fix it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoyed this style of review for a product. Again, this group, Buff, is not sponsored. Buff, if you see this and you want to sponsor me, please do. Just send me all the buffs I can wear because I love these things. My buddy loves them, and what was really cool with him is he took and bought him, his wife, and his son the neon yellow one with a white reflector stripe, and they wore them to Disney. So he's super tall, she's super tall, and their son at the time was really young, so he's not necessarily tall, but you could find that man and woman in a crowd of 1 million people because he had this neon yellow buff with a white reflector stripe, and it was the brightest thing ever. Some of their pictures turned out absolutely great because they were matching buffs and stuff, and it was hilarious, and it was just such a smart move on his part. You know, forget matching t-shirts, get reflective matching buffs, and you'll know where your party's at until this spreads, which I don't expect it to spread, so you're probably safe for right now. The likely chances of more than one family wearing a buff with reflective stripes, 0 to none. So you should be good. Go get your family reflective buffs. They can run around the parks all day and you'll know where they're at because it'll beacon you. Let me know if you enjoyed this review, guys. What are some products you'd like to see me review in this particular style and manner with a little bit of goofiness to it? I had a blast doing it. I know Allie had a blast doing it. Give some love to my wife behind the camera on these. She held it for us and took all the direction I gave her on what kind of footage I needed, being that I couldn't see it, and she was willing to refilm. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all your support. We're on the verge of like 320 subscribers and my mind just goes because it's absolutely phenomenal. I never expected to get in that direction, and so it's mind-boggling with just wow. Thank you so much to everybody that subscribed, everybody that watches the videos, that likes and comments and shares with your family and friends. It means so much to me. We love you guys absolutely from the bottom of our hearts. You have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Till tomorrow.